If you subscribe to us on Twitch, you would have been a part of the whole pre-game conversation and shared some memories and laughs with us. But here we are. Happy Saturday, guys. So leading into last session, you guys left Mellington and arrived at a crossroads known as Three Trees Junction. It kind of put an end to a mugging, and then had a conversation and possibly found out some good stuff. Regents cooked a spicy meal, I believe it was.
Some curry.
Yeah. Which is spicy to me. So but I'm like a mild guy, so pretty much everything is. I'll power through it though. I'm a fucking man. Stupid. You rested. Nevish tried to sling some bad drugs, but the guards just did the drugs, and that's how they roll. They kind of have their footprint, a hand on Three Trees. And the next morning, as you guys were packing up and deciding what to do, the guards spotted Nevish. Pushed him to the ground, cracked him in the face, and was really mad because two of his guys are, incapacitated. That led to a discussion, and I know Dex said you guys put Nevish in a cage. So here's the thing. I know you got magic. You picked up a guy. You have Soren that's been kind of like hogtied in your carriage. He wasn't in a cage. Like, he was just like on the other side of the bench, and Regent was, for most of the ride, just staring at him. And Nevish was actually in there leading up to Three Trees, while Daxton and Greyboar rode on front. So just for the track, did I miss any points that we want to remember from last session? We had a rest.
I think that was most of it. I know that basically Nevish, what little stash he had left, he
Regents took.
Handed over to Regents.
Yeah, all right.
As well as the poison stash. And
I've got the poison stuff.
You got what?
Remember,
you bought it
after you dinner. For that gold bar.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So I have the fucked up stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
So
that could be it.
Yeah.
Is there an actual cage, or is it just like a proverbial cage he's trapped in there?
No, remember we went through the whole process of like crafting this thing and putting wheels on it so that it could be carried behind the Bardo.
All right. Yep. I know I kind of rushed at the end of last session like normal because I wanted to show you guys something. So I'm going to slow my roll down a little bit on that. And where I want to pick up is that moment that I was explaining last session where you kind of got Greyboar as you're driving the Vardo. A couple guys came up to you and asked you to kindly pull off to the side as there was this huge caravan with these just massive wagons, almost like a couple of them were like trains, you know, like cargo wagons, but just bigger than anything you've really seen. And then there was one nice one, and like not necessarily like a tank, but one that was definitely like, you know, like the security. But they actually like pull off, and you see these, and they were it said like Langdon securities and carriages, you know, on one of them, and the next one says Langdon's blacksmithing and carpentry, you know, and like there's just like sponsors on this huge caravan, and it all comes down to Langdon is the name. But like just after, yes.
You want to spell that for me?
Laindon. Landon, but I say Langdon. So you know,
Good
Andy.
enough for me, man.
So like as like that 45-second happens, as like you guys just watch, you know, these 4 just carts chug past you, you know, and the dust kind of settles behind. You can hear them, you know, you can still see them as they go back towards where you came from. At this point, you were like climbing a little bit of these rolling hills, and it's like you see that to your west. You look to the east, and as you like kind of crest this one of the higher hills, you guys can start to see the massive expanse known as the Lake of Life. The large body of water that sits in the center of Ortolan, and you know, superstition is that's where all the safe drinking water comes from. Like it's kind of got that vibe, you know, and it's probably a little too earthy for most of you, but you also see probably like just at the edge of your visual, you know, a small town and just a series of smokestacks kicking out of it, even though it is comfy 82 degrees. And hold on, we'll say it's partly cloudy with a northeastern wind of about 20 miles an hour. But as that all comes to, you guys pick up on the side of the road as you see that group coming by.
The craft there is certainly remarkable, but it's almost obscene in its ornateness and size.
Yeah, it's very fancy, smanchy, or whatever.
Almost borderline crass.
Does anyone else have to pee?
You hear from behind the Vardo.
I pass him a tankard.
Wow.
Fine.
Yeah, you're right, damn fine.
Never.
And he hands it back, and I'll just press digitation.
I'm not handing it back.
Nevis, you do see that Soren is paler than normal and kind of just shivering, like a bit, like just laying down.
Do I think he's gonna die?
I mean, I think that this is probably more of a moment where you know he's a couple days ahead of you.
Oh, so you get a preview of what you have to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die.
So I will ride on my sort of translucent conjured horse next to the cart and attempt to engage Nevish in a discussion of like arcane matters, perhaps in an attempt to distract him from his current standings.
Yeah, very well.
Geez, I kind of want to make you roll, but I know you're not a roll guy, so you explain to me what you do. As Grey Boar slaps the reins and he pulls the Vardo back onto the road, you guys start descending like this little section of like slowly rolling hills on a very curvy road that goes down towards what looks like to be a town on the lake.
Yeah, I want to step over and get a couple barrels of that water, though.
Yeah, you're still far away from the lake.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
when we get close.
Oh, for sure.
I misunderstood.
While Atio and I are talking, Nevish is he's pulled a small bit of sashing and torn it up so that he can now tie a lanyard around the tankard, and he's securing it to one of the bars. So it's got a little small urinal piss jug there
Okay.
in case I need it later.
Every like third trot, you hear a ting. Grey Boar. It's like one of those loose bolts in your dash of your car that you're never gonna find. You don't understand where it's coming from, but it's like every 4 or 5
It'll get quieter
seconds.
the more I fill it up.
It kind of sounds like a cowbell.
Oh, that's great. That's fantasy. There's nothing else. You guys coast down into the village. As you get close, you see like wooden palisades, like a wooden palisade kind of fence, but not flat, but more like they fucking cut trees down and pounded them into the ground, and there is probably a 15-foot by 15-foot gate, and you see one stone like 4-storied stone tower, right? Like a guard tower, and you see a couple guards standing at the doorway or at the gateway, but they're just giving the usual look about. They're not inspecting anything or anything of that nature. They should come in. They do slow you down, and business? You got business here, huh? Yeah, you. What the?
Us?
Is this saying Carafas? Is it?
No. Carafas is you go straight through the town, and it's about 2 or 3 days further southeast from here. But if you need to rest, or you just want to hang out and peruse the.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was saying something. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. You'll stop if you have a question. He is just kind of giving his I'm a local guard sales pitch to incomers.
Yeah. Looking at the other fellow in the cage there. How big is the cage?
The cage you have?
Hello?
How big is it? I don't know.
More than big enough for him. It's let's say like 7 feet to a side.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, Soren's in there with him, but Soren's like, now like MMA halfling fighter that's trying to cut weight because he's, battling through his problems. So he's probably like 22 pounds.
How big is Soren?
Actually, I can tell you, he is 2'10.5". And when at full weight, I have him at 42 pounds. So, but I'm gonna say right now in his state, I mean he's probably closer to like, 30.
I sweat out a quarter of his body weight.
Probably.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I have something that I'd like to do to Soren to help him out. But I'm gonna wait until we're camped for the night.
Okay. He will tell you that the inn, they have a couple rooms. It's nothing fancy, but it's literally at the end of the road. It's the last building before you go out the other side of the town. And Gus's rum shack is, it's down on the water. I mean, it's all right, but I don't know what you fancy. It's cheap. It's spiced rum. And I mean, make sure if you get the chance, swing by the Langdon warehouse. Take a tour. You can walk the whole warehouse and see how the carriages are built and in process. It's quite fascinating. And Lord Langdon is just a wonderful guy. So
yeah,
I do have to say. He's gonna look at Greybor and then look at the cage and be like, hey, you know how this looks, right? Like,
like he's a shit disturber and he's under control? Yeah, I know exactly how it looks. Mind your business.
What, like you've never seen a guy in a cage before?
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
Right. I was just about to pipe in and be like, why don't you show them that trick that you show people while you're in the cage? No.
Could it be in the jug?
Make tentacles pop out of somewhere inappropriate.
Saving that.
Just looks at you, a half a second longer. All right.
I'll look back at him a half a second longer.
I'm sure you will. And there will be that point where he will break eye contact first. He's not playing this game of chicken with you. And he'll turn away. You start talking with one of the other guards, and he kind of like pushes him in the shoulder, and Josh, as you carry down the street, muddy kind of stone feel. So if you're in the carriage and definitely in the cage, it's fucking bouncy. Like, it's not that pleasant. Greyboar's probably not the slow down for the bump kind of guy.
Nah, Graviturgist will sometimes purposely go for the bump.
Speed up a little.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just move further away from the corner where I tied the piss jug.
It's like it's all over like the legs of Soren. Like you could just see it, like the rag that's on him is just.
Oh, poor guy.
I'll be like hanging off the back window, like have it like half open, and I'll just like prestidigitate.
Just clean it, yeah. But you are in the town of Craigmoor. This is coastal port town. There are a couple ships in dock. Most of them are of like large rowboat or maybe like a makeshift single sail. There is one larger two-mast that is in the deep port that you see. Outside of that, there are people walking the streets. There are fish vendors. There is linen vendors. All kinds of trades. But every trade that you see is prefaced with Langdon's blank trade shop. You know, it's all like this guy. It's like south of the border if you've ever been there, right? Like everything is branded in this lord's name. Like he's trying to market this, and I mean,
someone's got a monopoly.
Yeah. But you're like coasting down towards the center, and it literally is just one really long road. Well, you passed like a couple like huts or farmland as you like came down the hill into this town. Yeah, it's not real residential. This is more like a commercial district almost. Yes.
Are there any symbols or regalia associated with Landon's shops?
Yeah. It's an L in a wheel.
Awesome. I would like to cast prestidigitation on our wagon and like label it like Landon's wagon. So like if anyone comes to talk with us, we could just be like, look, get the seal, bro.
How do I spell Craypore? Am I saying that right? The
Craig
town, the
Moore, like
Craig Moore.
C. Well, we'll go KR. I have it right here. I'm not going to shoot from the hip. KREGMOOR.
Craig Moore. And the size of the lake that Craig Moore is on, are we talking Great Lakes size or Finger Lake?
Bigger. Like, I put in the map section of Chaos Chronicles a very parchment style map. The Lake of Life is what it's known as. I would say it's like probably like if you took like Lake Superior and mirrored it and offset it like a little bit, it's like that big. Like so, two of those.
Oh, okay.
It's huge.
So big.
Big, yeah. Like you can't see the other side of the lake big.
All right.
And there are ships that you can see like way off in the horizon, you know, sailing around. So it's probably I guess for our things probably more like a C size, but I call it the Lake of Life. So what would you guys like to do as you're strolling through this town? Is there anything? It is probably getting close to dark. However, if you don't want to pay for lodging, and this lodging probably isn't, you know, I mean, at least all of you will have beds, but you know, it's gorgeous out. You could find a spot to park your carriage and pop a tent, you know, if you want to camp.
Do we? Do you want to camp or shall we take lodging?
Just throw a tarp over.
Yeah, no, I'm staying out here with the boys.
Camping is then.
My hips are really old. And I prefer sleeping in beds. Yeah, I hope you won't.
I just point over at the inn. I just casually point to Ravi in that service.
Yeah.
Feel free to.
I've always enjoyed a good hammock myself. Always been kind of a hammock man.
Hammocks are good, except for the getting out part.
Yeah, Regents is gonna get to work on just kind of like wherever we stop the carriage. Just preferably, she would try to direct Greybor to somewhere that has a very large tree.
Sure. You know, I'm gonna say like a family campground. You know, at the outskirts
we're
of town.
pulling up to the RV. Pull out.
Yeah. Why not? I like that feeling.
You got a piss hookup?
The only difference is you guys are towing behind a steel cage. With it to
It's
all wood.
Oh, it's all wood. Well,
All wood.
material's irrelevant. You're still pulling people in the cage.
Yep.
So,
If I see any innocent children, I'll definitely smile and wave at them.
okay.
I'm Daxton's gonna go with Atio into the inn. If he'll split a room.
Okay.
Regents will start setting up and getting ready to cook the night's meal.
All right.
She'd probably try to find somebody who has like some fresh, like livestock kind of produce, maybe something like pork, something she hasn't had a lot of in a
Yeah.
while.
It's more expensive than the fish, but pork can be had. Yeah.
Or just some pork.
Fish.
And maybe some fresh vegetables and stuff too.
Okay.
Just kind of like restock on our fresh groceries.
Sure. How much you want to spend?
Yeah, like 10 gold.
Okay. You can get what you want that will last for 5 days. 5 days.
Yeah, I mean, I would primarily buy like root vegetables and stuff. because
Sure.
it's
Oh,
so
well.
soft, right?
Yeah.
And like squash and things like that.
Squash, potatoes, horseradish, garlic. Actually, horseradish is a big crop. Not here, but you see a lot of it being imported from the north. Carrots, all that shit.
Yeah.
Beets too, but fuck beets. Anybody who eats beets, I give them disadvantage because I hate beets.
Definitely going to grab some beets.
Too much Borst in Barovia.
My dad
As long
used
as
to
they can be prepared
make me-
properly, they're fine.
my dad used to make me eat beets. They're poison. So
Well, she likes to be prepared, so
Are we trying to lay low in this town at all, or are we?
We rolled in with the man with a cage in it. I think
Yeah.
laying low is already off the table, is it not?
After we check in, then Daxton is gonna go stand by the cage and like take off his hat and like do a little barking. So like if any kids walk by and want to like see the guys in the cage, be like, "Come see these beasts we found in the woods."
Barking,
actually-
barking. Yeah, got you.
Barking.
I was like, oh man, what's going on here?
that
The
brings
most-
me to my next thing that I wanted to do here for Soren. I'm gonna secure 50 feet of rope to that big old tree that I requested,
okay.
and I'm gonna take Soren out of the cage,
All right.
and I'm gonna polymorph him into a bear.
Well,
Because a bear has a +3 con.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Really
Yeah.
are starting a circus.
yeah. And right after you do that, first off, the bear is sickly. There is a bit of jaunt to like even when you do it, something isn't right with the person that you're doing it to, and I want a little bit of that to transcend. But just after that, you start to see like from surrounding sites, you know, like you start to notice, like see one middle-aged man, like, hey, is everybody good down there? Huh?
Oh yeah, we're fine. It's okay. He's just a little sick. I figured I'd give him a more robust forum to deal with it.
No, and
then
kids.
I'm gonna obviously like leash him with the rest of the rope and like tie it around his neck.
Here, I roll D20 for Soren. Yeah,
when you turn Soren into a bear, is he a 2-foot sickly bear or is he a full-size?
He gets transformed into a large challenge rating 1 beast.
Bear cub.
Yeah, he takes on all of the aspects of a bear. He can no longer understand common. Like he takes on every aspect of the bear. He
wasn't that good anyways. He was kind of out of it, so you know anything we were saying to him.
Come on! See the bear. See the beast of the wood.
I want to pour some sorcery points into that for.
Hey kid, come over here. You want to see me piss on that bear?
Yeah. Do I witness this piece of magic, or does that happen while I'm inside the tavern securing lodgings?
I mean,
so I'm gonna dump 8 sorcery points into it to extend the time on the spell to 8 hours.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna. Lex, when do you or Regents, when do you do that? You guys, you set up the site, you secure your food, and before everybody gets settled and back, do you do this? So it's like a surprise when they get back, or do you do it in front of them, or do you care?
I would say I would do it before I go to get the groceries.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys, you come back. So that means Greybor and Nevish are the only ones that really get to see, like, Soren as he's, like, in bear, like, he, like, sits up and he, like, starts scratching and, like, rolling around, and he's like, he's not super active, but there is still a kid in him. He is still a halfling, and now he is a bear. And he is, doing stupid shit that, teenage boys would do because of
that bear's got the bends.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna make wrong.
He's more like a red panda.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of a comic moment when Atio comes back out. Bearing a couple of, a pitcher, and he's got his arms full of a couple of tankards.
Oh, and he just jumped out, which is actually perfect, because what I wanted to say before we got there is...
Sorry.
Hold on, Eric. I wanted to give you a little bit of something that you heard before you come back to the thing, because you two are the only ones that go to the inn. While you're there securing your room, a room with 2 beds for one night is 6 silver pieces. And
pay the man, yo. I don't know how much silver you have. I can pay.
You guys, while you're standing there and getting this room and like checking out the joint, it's not big. It's bigger than it looks like from the road, but it's not anything that not like Del Mellington. Every Best Western in Del Mellington is 3 times the size as this place. Start hearing like people talking about Akara and you hear the Asantes, which is a family name, the way it's talking about, and you hear about murder, like no, someone just said she died, you know, and they're like, no, that's not what I heard. I heard she was, you know, she was killed, dude. Fucking shit's going down in Craigmore, and like, you know, they kind of like get excited for a second, and then they're like, oh, wait, you know, look around. But just rumblings of something mysterious.
Do I recognize either of these names, Akara or Asante?
You're proficient in history, right?
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. Asante is one of the noble families. I mean, you probably came across them with their great-great-grandfather because they're human, you know. But
yeah. How local are these?
They're
nobles?
actually
Do
not
they have
local.
influence beyond this little like mud pit.
They are actually from north of the Life of Lake, from a place called Saker's Keep, which is.
So they do have a placeholder and a keep name and inherited land. So they're not just like nouveau riche.
No, and to be this far south, it is weird, you know. Like they are more of a snow family, like a shit, I don't know, man. I'm such a bad DM. I don't know if I ever told Eric. Like, you know that Ortolan is broken in like regions, right?
The continent to the north.
Yeah. So like north is winter.
Yep.
But right now you guys are hovering around the hemisphere, so you're in summer. So.
So we're close to what would be considered the equator.
Yeah, in my mind.
Yeah, but it's also it's not seasonal. It's permanent.
It's
so
magically controlled.
As we go north,
Yeah. No, I remember this. So what I would like to know, one more bit of information. Just looking at these guys, taking them in. What kind of profession would they be in, and might they be wearing any signifiers of?
Roll me a perception or investigation. Your choice.
Okay. My passive
is high.
Are both pretty high.
Yep. And I'll give you stuff for that.
Passive is 20, and investigation, that is, and passive perception is 15.
All right. What was your roll?
That was a 13.
14.
Roll
so they are tradesmen. They actually look like locals. And you do see that all of them have like it's not like I want to say for like the meta, like a lanyard with the badge, you know, but instead of it being a lanyard, it's more like a leather strap that hangs off of a sash or a shoulder piece that has that same L wheel logo that is like burnt, like almost branded into leather, like and you know, you start to like look around, and probably 60% of the people in this you know tavern part of the inn are wearing this. It probably means they work one of the many buildings that you have seen as you.
Got it. Didn't realize I was rolling into 1930s Detroit.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what this is. It's not
A union
steampunk,
town.
but it is in industry. Yeah, worker driven,
Industry forward union town. Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to make waves here because I know how these things work. But I am filing these bits of information away for further investigation later.
Sounds good. And at that point, you and Daxton walk back, and you notice that there is now a bear tied to a large tree. Regence is out, wrapping up, cooking whatever she's cooking. Greybor, is there anything that you wanted to do in this few hours before camp is fully
There is actually. Greybor will be taking his armor off and actually be changing it.
Oh.
I was going to say, let me.
So as you come back, I'll be sat off to the side. Obviously, I'll just have like simple linen clothes on, maybe, and I'll have my armor perfectly laid out. It's still all clean and shiny, even though the mud, all the floors, muddy and dirty, spotless. And I'm tinkering with it by how it used to be, where there used to be a lot of padding and a lot of cloth in between all the joints to reduce the sound of movement. He's kind of taken all of that out. And the gem that's right in the chest of the breastplate, he's kind of hooking that up with some somewhat beefed up gauntlets and gloves that look more beefed up than they should be. As I'm changing my armor from the Infiltrator to the Guardian variant of it.
All right.
So, real quick, prices on ale. Again, I'm buying for the night, so.
All right, if you want to buy like a half barrel,
Yeah, a ton.
Here. Give me 1 second. Let me use this super awesome campaign I got. Campaign book that I got from Arcana Notes on Kickstarter. No.
Shameless plug here.
They're absolutely not sponsoring us in any way. So
No, but they
that is
should.
an unaffiliated show.
No, but they should.
You know what? I'm gonna say here, just some regular, the stuff that they'll sell you for half barrel. Let's go to gold. I think a whole barrel of regular ale for me, I think was 5 in this. So if you're just going half.
Hey, someone give me something to do. I'm fucking dying in here.
Hey, where is Soren? Look awfully lonely in there.
As I'm tinkering, I can't just put a hand off and point to the bear.
You see the bear is licking his balls right now.
So I come out with an armful of tankards and a ton sort of balanced in there to, a bear prancing around the yard, and Greybor with his armor off, and I'll just calmly go about handing out tankards and pulling the bung off the cask and pouring out.
How'd you think?
You see Nevish is very sweaty, and he's pacing around and rubbing his body occasionally.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to clean out Nevish's piss jug.
Okay.
Like clean up that area. Make it load a bit nicer for you, buddy.
I was saving that.
As I prepare the meal, I'll just like toss the scraps of pork over to Soren.
He welcomes it.
Hey, who's got some tools? Someone give me something. I like to pick up a new hobby. Give me something to fidget with.
Yep. I
I
am.
give you a cobbler. I've never tried that.
Don't give him any woodworking tools. He's gonna use it to break out.
I'm not. I could easily get out of this.
Yeah, okay.
At any point in time, I could get out of this right now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm playing along. I just need something. I need a medieval magazine to keep me busy.
Okay, well, while I am very interested in what Greybor is doing, I also
Glass
see
blowing.
a
Anyone got glass
humanitarian effort going on here. So I fold out a small hand-worked wooden board of dragon chess and set up the pieces, although you notice that some of them are missing and have been replaced with pieces of different materials. Like, one of the pawns is carved out of soapstone, and then the queen is made out of like a different wood from all the other black set.
Okay.
It looks much loved and much used. Are you familiar, sir?
I mean, I know what it is. I'm somewhat familiar.
Shall we play?
Well, all right. Yeah.
This one finds it to be useful rather than a solitary engagement with tools or skills to be involved in a social endeavor in order to distract oneself from the vicissitudes of withdrawal.
Yeah. But that's not my problem. My problem is the opposite. Because what's about to happen though is how do I say this? So this isn't just. This is my medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I need this to keep me. And without it, the world is nothing but a bunch of screaming, mouthless minds, all thinking about, or complaining about, or masturbating. It's just a cacophony of noise, and now Regents, where's Regents? I need some. I'm gonna need some tonight. It's gonna, come on.
You muted.
Regents,
You muted.
Lexa, you're muted.
Said you'll get your dose in your meal like you did last night and like you did this morning.
In the meal?
In the meal.
Am I a fucking dog now?
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not a bear.
Cheers to that.
Fucking complain
On
left.
that note, no, go on. Go on, actually, said some.
Huh? Me?
You're up, boy. Say it.
I thought I was interrupting by so stuff. But on that note, I'm going to kind of stop my tinkering, look up. And I noticed that there are some kids, so I didn't get a bit close to the bear. Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Daxton, punch him. Deal with that, will you?
You see,
What?
You're better with kids than me.
it's like you like as Greyboard points them out, you see two heads like behind a tree, like they're just a little late. Is they're like curious to what's going on with the bear and the smell of spices. They probably haven't smelt this stuff before. Whatever is being cooked, and they're just, you look at them. Like after about a second and a half, you see their heads poke out, and once they realize you're still looking, they duck back behind the tree real quick. Like, no, and you hear like, no, he didn't see us. No way, no way.
I'll kind of look. I'm gonna peek the heads back out because I'm still looking. I kind of give them a grin, but being hobgoblin is kind of that horrible, toothy, terrible looking grin.
One of them goes, ah!
And
Like
I kind of just look at Daxton and it's like, see.
And for everyone's information, Regents is currently making sweet and sour pork belly rice bowls.
Oh man, this sounds good. I'm fucking hungry.
Trevor, food truck.
Because there's no like pineapple in this region, she's going to be, using what she has available and using lemon and sugar in
Beets,
place.
right?
Yeah, and beets.
Poison! I tell you.
Yeah, so the
Sorry again.
sour is going to come from like the lemon and the beets instead of like the tomato and pineapple and stuff. Yeah.
I did just want to clarify that Nevish does absolutely go back to, trying to play dragon chess.
So-
but I needed a minor flip out.
After pointing out the kids to Daxton, I'm getting him to try and sort it out. I'm gonna keep an eye on my game because I am actually proficient in dragon chess. And when I start seeing Nevish lose, I will telepathically in his head say, "Move such and such to where," kind of point out moves to it.
All right, so we could play like a Rollsy kind of thing, and then if I start failing in this game of luck, I start getting advantages through great work.
Like Ocean's 11. For
I don't
Exactly.
actually want to roll.
Here's the eye of the sky.
So raise your hand if in this party of misfits you are not a mentalist.
I'm just really charismatic.
I'm raising my hand. Just
It's just like this high. Yeah,
You hear my voice.
I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to like awkwardly like half raise my hands. Like
Eric, Tio, I'll say, after like a few minutes, it's what's the word I'm looking for?
I mean, the guy's only been playing Dragon Quest for 300 years. Like,
yeah,
what's-
right. It's odd how off Nevish is, but his game is still on. Like
right, but I
challenging.
understand that he is mentally sharp,
Yeah.
even behind all of that prevarication and deflection. There lies a brilliant mind, and I'm trying to engage that at the moment, and then I realize, wait, that brilliant mind is not his.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
even
probably
go
more
so
of like
far as saying
Nevish's
maybe-
eyes looking in Greyboar's way every time he hears something, because he's not 100% now. So I would imagine at some point in the night you would find it out.
So you see You see Atio doing the tell. You know what I mean? Like he's holding two
Professor
fingers.
X.
Yes. It's so fucking obvious. Like, yeah. It's almost that bad. And he realizes at certain points that he's doing it, and quickly does something else with his hand. But
Yeah, the rest of you
the
would
point
notice.
of the point of this is to deflect and engage. So
All right.
I don't care whether I win or lose.
You know what? Just roll me a d20 at you, please. I think
That is 8.
8. Okay. Ingredients. Roll me a d20, please. Yours is you're proficient with cooking, so roll me a cooking check. I'll use cooking check.
Okay. It's a 17 on the die.
Hmm?
And I am proficient with cook's utensils, so with my proficiency bonus, that's a 23.
Okay.
22.
All right. Sweet. I'm gonna write that down for both of you. Jeff, what that means is for any rolls dealing with your issue, you can channel, you can conjure a little bit of the distraction. And I'm going to say with the 8, a D4, so a D6. And then with Greedence, now Greedence, I guess here's the question. Do you actually give him a dose?
Yeah, but he said that it would last him so many days. I'm making it last twice as long, so I'm giving him half
Right.
of what he told me to give him.
Okay, do a D10.
A D10.
No. That's what I'm gonna give Nevish for his rolls, because his rolls are gonna be more sporadic, like you would be from addiction.
Old proper beefs. Last
So- But the food is fucking amazing. First off, all right, like it is like one of those moments that I mean, and now most of you outside of Atio, you've been around Regents for a long time. It is the ability she has of using what is available to her and making it fucking delicious is probably like one of those things, like when we go to grandma's house, you know, like it is becoming like it. No matter where you are, she finds the shit to make food that is yummy, and it's good. It's good. I'm gonna give every one of you, except for Alton, or not Alton. You're Alton right now. For Nevish, so Greybor, Atio, and Daxton, and Regents, even you with that roll, you all get a D6. You can add your roll for the next till you sleep again. Like from tonight for the next day, if you need to use it, you can. If not, it's not a big deal. I just want to. I mean, there is nothing better than a good meal. All right.
And I believe that's mechanically there is a thing built into it.
Oh, I don't know that. So
It's a close mechanic, actually.
It could be potentially broken if the party's big enough.
I have inspiring leader. I could use my food as that instead.
Right.
Oh
boy.
wow, that's brilliant. I love it.
I like that, and it vibes with your build 100% of the time. This has always been.
It vibes with your way of showing love, which is obviously true.
Yeah, it's her love
I've
language.
up 10 minutes inspiring your companions, which is about how long it'll take you to eat. Choose up to 6 allies, including yourself, that you can see or hear and understand within 30 feet. Each creature gains 18 temporary hit points once per short rest.
Whoa. 18?
Yeah, you got a huge charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So I can bake that into my food instead.
Oh, I mean, I'm
Yes,
not trying to
maybe
make you
it's
burn
low.
your spells, you know.
That's more than 20% of
Not a-
my
it's a spell.
max HP.
It's an action.
Oh.
It's just something that I
Dude,
can.
that's fucking awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know, and you know what? Maybe that's the thing about her cooking. It's like you've had good food before, but you know, like the little bit of
Food
pep
that
talk
nourishes the
slash
soul.
scare slash it's home. It always tastes like home. You know.
And oh my god, there's so many fucking vegetables in that sauce you wouldn't even believe it.
Actually healthy.
Yeah,
is,
it's actually good for you.
is there anything you'd like to do before we close out this night?
Yeah, Daxton's just gonna slip off to those kids behind the tree
Yeah.
and bring them some bread or some food. Like, what do we got?
Yeah.
And I'm like, children here. This is for you. Like, have you ever heard the story of the hero of Dalmellington, the one that saved,
Not just be feeding them scraps.
the one that saved the entire city by killing a god?
You killed a god? Wait, no. I'm saying that, not the kid. Someone killed a god. Impossible. There's no way. And then, like, one kid hits him in the shoulder. He's like, you would totally kill a god if you were powerful enough. He's like, you can't kill a
And
god.
I unsheath my rapier just like 4 inches and reveal some like shiny runes, and I'm like, "'Tis true. I am Daxton Moran, the greatest swordsman this side of the river, and I stabbed that god right to the thigh. You should spread the word. So you enjoy that food, and
Hey.
kinda,
Mister, what's up with that bear over there? Like, I've never seen a bear like that. He's, like, tied up to a tree. He's not doing anything. He's all right. Can I pet him?
you can try. You can certainly try.
You hear that the older one go, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea. And he grabs, like, the little one, you know, on the shoulder. It's like, yeah, but that guy, he said he killed a god. And, you know, and they just get her, pat her away. Telling the story of Daxton Marin. All right, Adil, something before we take our rest.
This is something I've not actually encountered or looked at before. When it comes to artificers, can more than one infusion be applied to a single item?
Generally, no.
No?
But so that's where you start to do. I mean, the difference is, I think your armor. If you're an armorer, you're allowed to. But so like if you have something like your enhanced shield, you can't also give that one like propulsion shield or something. But then you could take the enhancement off the shield, put it on your armor, and you could still use propulsion.
If you
shield.
want to
So-
do something like that, we can do a workup to it. If that's what you're getting for. I'm cool with fucking flexing on that shit because I don't care about that stuff. I mean, if you want to spend, if you want to invest
see
the
how
time,
ridiculous we can make Grey Boar's AC.
okay, yeah, like, you know, I mean, now it'll be a process and there will be rolls, you know, but I'm cool with stacking. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, you guys are fucking heroes. And that's what you're supposed
Trying
to
to
do,
be.
right?
Trying to be.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Not really heroes.
Benevolence.
Not here. Not this
Yeah,
one. Sorry,
yeah.
I misspoke.
That's what I'm saying.
Benevolence.
Yeah. You know, so wait, did you don your armor again, Grigor?
Seeing as it's only been a couple of hours, probably not. I'll probably You'll probably see me like I'll put the gauntlets on and like the chest piece, and I'll probably start walking towards a tree.
So I would just like try to intercept you and engage you in a discourse about the infusion process, because like I've realized that I've looked at the runes that you are inscribing on your armor, and I don't fucking recognize them, and that makes me curious. And I don't really want to admit that I don't recognize it, so I'm sort of coming at it like beating around the bush a bit before like. Okay, I just want to look at it. I just want to see what you've done.
One thing to ask: do you stop me from punching a tree?
No.
Would you just
So-
look at it?
So as obviously, if you don't stop me, you see me walk forwards, you start talking, and I continue walking to the tree. And as I'm going to punch this tree, you see the glyphs round this gem light up, course down to the gauntlets where more glyphs will line up on the knuckles. And if I have got this correctly, where is it now? So the gauntlets now act, because I've swapped the armor type, as simple melee weapons, and they now each do 1d8 thunder damage. So as I punch this tree, you just see like a small blast of thunder.
You know what? To paint the picture a little bit more cinematic, you see, like, on the top rim of this pathway, a small halfling with his feather in the hat and the moon, like, in the sun, like, or the sun starting to crest below the horizon, and they shake. And you see Daxton standing there, and the two kids, oh my god! It's a god! It's a god! And you're skimpering fucking kids running away as the thunder just spooks them a little bit, and Daxton embellishes amongst that. It just
Things have gone wrong.
Oh, are we under attack by tree ants? What? Oh, you're merely testing out your. Had you not proved this on paper yet?
Well, as you've seen before, but don't know if you noticed or not, but for full plate armor, it's quite silent for what it should have been, and it's. I have no use of that anymore if we're going to be out here, it seems. So I had another idea of what I could do to my armor. And it seems it's worked.
So, in your mind, and would you say this is typical of your people, armor is viewed as a offensive trait as well as a defensive?
No. My people, you say. Well, I couldn't say so much as that. I haven't been around my own people for about, gotta be at least 20, 30 years now. But you've obviously heard what we do, and some of the stuff we come across, sometimes having a weapon can be a disadvantage. So having this, as I kind of clench my fist up again and it starts glowing up, it's a backup.
So you will still wield your hammers. This is your secondary.
As that, yes.
Have you given any thought to the defensive capabilities of your armor?
Well, I certainly have. If I kind of wave them over to the rest of it as I take the piece off and place it down. This is, as you've probably noticed, as I've seen you staring, it's magical armor by itself already. And to be honest, of my previous armor, I did enhance it. But seeing as this one is as magical as it is, I didn't want to run the risk of the ruins and the magic clashing and ruining what it can
Not
be.
interfacing properly. But it makes me wonder what different systems might apply to the magic here. Something to ponder.
Just wait a sec. I'll dive into the back of the our caravan, and I actually still have my old arm.
Oh yeah.
I still have my old full plate stashed in there, so I kind of just drag one piece of it out, and it still has some of the old runes that I used on it.
The leaf springs on the back of the carriage, like the carriage lifts up 2.5 inches.
And out of character, what is your old armor? Is it just handcrafted plate?
I can't remember if it's handcraft. No,
Yeah.
I think No, this is the armor that I got off that guard.
Oh.
So it looks somewhat handcrafted, but it's more like modified. And if you look into it enough, you'll notice there's still like a King's Guard symbol on it, like on the inside somewhere that I probably missed.
Yeah, it's got a VIN number on it from the King's Guard. I mean, all royal gear has a serial number, and the nice shit has like 13 stamp numbers on it. And this
It's a maker's mark.
All the outside has been modified to look different, and there's the old ruins that I put onto it for the enhanced defense. I'd say I've taken them off, but there's still a lot of imprints of them.
Yeah.
So as you guys like talk the night out on that and formulate plans or do what else, Daxton, you get your thing with the kids. Greetings, you cook an amazing meal. Nevish. Before I want to take a break here, so just gonna say, just before your meal is passed to you, you start to hear the ambience of a "Hi, Nasto, Milana, Danamo, and Regents comes up to the cart and slaps your plate in there. And as you hear this, you just dig in to your food because this is your dose. And you eat through that. And as the rest of you are doing what you're doing and not really paying attention to Nevish at the moment.
Actually, as soon as he gets the food, I actually have a little timepiece that I'm using to track his.
So I'm gonna say that then maybe you see him with a little bit of a blank stare, but Nevish, you hear in your skull. My son, you have been gone too long. This is just fades out. We're gonna cut the break right there, as you guys are doing your deeds for the night, and we'll come back. We can wake up in the morning and continue on.
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues.
I'm a fucking lizard thing.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, well, we got something going on there in Karen's too. Is it Old English?
I'm having some sushi.
Sushi.
Oh my
So
he's not driving.
for nighttime, are you guys Daxton and Atio? I will say you find the appropriate time where the fire gets dim and you guys get tired and you have rooms booked. Or a room booked with 2 bunks if you choose. You guys walk off. Greybor, actually, Nevish, I know where you are. Regents, Greybor, what would you like to do for lodging?
I'm gonna cuddle myself up to the big bear Soren
Okay.
and just kind of like use him as a pillow to get nice and cozy and keep an eye on the both of them at night. Be a real light sleeper.
Like, as soon as you snuggle in, you feel like his nails, like, dig in a little bit, and then immediately retract. And,
I just pet him and feed him a little bit more pork belly rind. Be like, "You're okay, buddy. You're okay. I got you. You're gonna be just fine."
whatever noise a purring bear would
Hey,
make.
Graybor, can't you just make a tool set? All right, make me something fun. Like, come on, what do you got? Like, make me I gotta look at a list of artisan tools. Hold on. Make me a jeweler's kit. What do you think of that?
Can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything to him. I'm just kind of looking at him.
What about some mason's tools?
Slowly start approaching my armor and start putting the gauntlets on.
All right, so like,
No.
I like that Nevish is a fucking charisma character that actually has no charisma.
And then I grab like a little bit of stone or something I've probably picked up from one of my spells, and I'll use my magical tinkering and have it. I'll have it where if you turn it one way, it lights up one color. Turn it the other way, it lights up a different color. It's like an RGB stone.
Fucking A.
And I kind of, and I'll just launch it at Nevish.
Yeah.
Full pelt.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Nevish.
Uh-oh.
I'll give you a disadvantage because it's gonna ricochet between the wooden, like fences that you have.
That's a 9 with
9?
disadvantage.
Okay. It's like it hits off one of the slats. You reach up and grab it, and it's like that moment. You're in Little League baseball. You have the chance to catch it, and it's like ting, 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 and you go to reach down and grab it with one hand. It's just and you sing it back in. You look up. You open your hands, and it's laying on the floor, like by your feet. And
All right.
green.
All right. Well, I guess this will work for now. Thank you, Graybor.
Back in the inn or the tavern, Tio and Daxton are cozied and the covers are pulled up and the candle's snuffed out and it's dark and Daxton just goes, Tio, you there?
Yes.
You ever At night, never look up at the stars. Just think to yourself how small and insignificant you are in the grand scheme.
More insignificant than you know.
That's really gotta suck for you. I know I'm a big... Good night. My friend, good night.
You know, it's something about the confidence of a halfling at times that just.
I'm a half-good swashbuckler that thinks like he's the best thing in the world. He's hot
As
shit.
a man, totally an asshole. So elves don't even fucking sleep. I just literally want a nice bed to lay down on in silence for a couple of hours. That's all I'm looking for. Just shut the fuck up.
So you
your thought entering your reverie.
it takes you like a couple, probably like 60 to 90 minutes to get back to the point where your heartbeat is like at a point where you can fall asleep just from the pure condescending remarks of this halfling that is sleeping in the same room with you. But that Atio and Greybor, Greybor is probably more as you wake up, as you hear this, and Atio, it's more of like you're up a little bit longer and you hear this before you fall asleep, but just like a sharp scream off somewhere in the town, like away from you, not even remotely close to you, but just like as you get used to the noises that are surrounding you, like comfortable, and you get the rhythm of them, something pierces that cadence. And that's all it is. You know, come to. It's nothing around you. You know, you don't see or hear or feel or nothing.
Dexton.
He's sleeping at this point. Dexton.
Well, right.
Oh, flashback.
I am projecting into his mind my words, and I said, as I slept, I dreamt, I re-envisioned the cities of my youth, the monumental towers, the beautiful pieces of art, the pastoral scenes of gardens.
This is gonna be good.
And still, I did not see the monumental ego looming like a swollen sun in the middle of a empty pasture. And then I go down for sausages and eggs.
I was asleep.
No, I project this into your mind as you are still sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sometime later I'll stumble down. I'm the barkeep. I need a beer. Beer in the morning. Hey, how'd you sleep?
Wonderful.
Oh, that's good.
A beer slammed down in front of you, Daxton.
Yeah. I slept like the great continental plate shelf that even now lies underneath our feet.
Okay. I just had weird dreams about a sun and a bear. Weird night. Okay.
I'm telling you, don't eat just before you go to bed. Those snacks, though.
There might be something to that, and then I order a half dozen pocket sausages.
right. The pasties here are fucking amazing. We're moving with multiples of them.
So as we wake up, greetings.
Mm-hmm.
As probably early morning, like just before dawn, your spell would drop.
Mm-hmm.
And when it does, Soren wraps his arm, like, you know, like as the bear dug kind of like his claws in you, not aggressively, but like a little bit of anger in the beginning, and then he retracted and you snuggled in. As the spell drops, he says, I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. But it's gonna happen again. That's what I do. So, look up.
Yeah, boy. Not if I can help it. And I'll just like grab him by the wrist and be like, "Come on."
No, please.
And I'll put my other hand on my spoon and be like, "Come on."
Fuck. Should have snuck off. Fuck! I always forget to sneak off. No, he'll obey you. He doesn't want to get hit again. No, he's stupid. He's like stupid teenager though. Pain is something that relates to him shaping up. So yeah, he fucking gets up and you open the cage. Nevish is in there. I don't know what Nevish. What are you doing in the morning, Nevish? Do you
Hey,
sleep?
what's up? I've been up early. I can't fucking sleep. My stomach is fucking rotten. I got rocks in my tummy.
As you open the door, what you see is that rock that Grey Boar gave Nevish going from like red to green to blue to white, red to green to blue to white. You know, it's Nevish's. Yeah. Soren is thrown up there. He actually looks a little bit better. Or hasn't gotten worse.
Soren, what's up? Fuck you. Also,
he's gonna turn his head before he even says anything to Regents and just like, please, come on.
No.
Please.
No.
How about Weaver's tools? Huh?
No.
I could do a little crochet.
No.
I could do a little mending. Come on.
No. I put Soren in the cage, I close it, I lock it back up, I'd be like, now I'm gonna make you fuckers breakfast. If you keep bitching, you keep asking for shit, I'm not gonna put any food in it.
Insight check.
Wait, you get sued in yours?
Shut the fuck up, Soren.
Whoa.
You shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
Soren, stay on that corner, or I'm gonna move this piss jug.
I reach into my bag and I give them both an apple. And be like, here, I can tide you over.
I mean, he's a halfling. He's not going to reject an apple. So, he literally takes any food he can get.
As soon as our friendly cleric says that to me, I'll just cast Prestidigitation on the apple so that it tastes like caramel. Like a caramel apple. Be like, how's that for you?
Like a caramel apple?
Yeah.
Caramel.
I don't
listen.
listen.
It's a regional thing.
It is. And I'm gonna, if you really want to pick on someone, pick on me because I'm gonna fuck up the pronunciation.
Don't get me started.
Kieran's been trying to break in. What you got?
All right, Kieran. What's happening as you're waking up?
I was just saying, I did message you about what I'm planning, but
hold on.
As the days go on, as we're leaving Dalmennington, Greenville ain't sleeping as well. So he kind of wakes up bags under his eyes a little bit. Probably wakes up a little bit later than usual. Looking very groggy.
Hey, Greyboy, you feeling all right?
you look over, you see Nevish, and his skin is paler than it's ever been, and like he's got like little
Hey, Greyboy, you look a little tired.
Dark blue veins popping from his eye sockets.
Greyboy, what's going on? How'd you sleep? Did you sleep all right? Your eyes look like two piss holes in the snow. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on?
Wow.
Are Atio and Davidson approaching?
No,
yet?
no, not yet. No, this is special.
Walk up to the cage.
Words.
Nevish, are you right next to the
Where
bars?
you come from?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to the bars. What's up, mate? You got like some weaver's tools? What about potter's tools? Like pottery?
Eye him on the shoulder
I'd like to get into pottery, maybe.
and cast Shocking Grasp.
Wow.
How's that play out?
Yeah, how's that play out?
I got him roll an attack roll.
Touch
Right.
attack?
Yeah.
18.
18 is my AC.
You take 17 points of lightning damage.
Although realistically, I'm probably not wearing my shield.
All right, so hold on. Here's how this happens. As Graybor, you reach through like the slats and get Nevish as he's been pestering you about these fucking tools for like 16 goddamn hours, right? It's getting frustrating. And about the time you like grab his shoulder and release this, Atio and Daxton, you're like strolling down with your cup of OJ or your ale, whatever you choose, you know, walking down the street into the campsite. You know, you see Regent's like stretched out. She has her spice shelf and she's looking at it. You know, she's got some leftover pork, maybe cooking some bacon. Inspiration. And you see this bright white light, and all of a sudden the cart catches on fire and lights up. Because fucking lightning and dry wood, that's what would happen. Your attack roll hit, you took 17 points of damage. That's a done deal.
Instantly just touch the wood and press digitation to snuff it out.
Yeah,
I'm down
okay.
to
You
one
can
temp
do
hit point.
the spot around. You can do the spot around Nevish with prestidigitation. Prestidigitation is like a cube, right? Like when you're doing that shit. But you don't get the part that Soren's at.
No, I won't do Nevish, I'll do Soren spot.
All right, so Soren. All right.
I'll use control flames to extinguish any near me.
All right.
Or around the cart in general.
What the fuck? I put
Greymore
rain
did
down.
it.
Yeah.
Greymore did it.
It's
I
like
can just do it as an action, so like it's raining now.
It's like you know you been at a water park where they got the big bucket of rain that fills up and dumps every 2 minutes. Regent's just summons that. Actually, and your location, like Flav, Regents, please roll me a d4.
Turn to Daxton and I'm like, is it like this everywhere you go?
It's like 3.
Pretty much.
So, Regents, Nevish, Greybor, and Soren all gain 3 points of healing from that douche of water.
Douche of water.
Deluge. Yeah.
Whatever.
That's the word
Listen,
you're looking for.
I told you guys I'm not the smart one here.
I just heard douche. I didn't realize what was going on. I just
Yeah.
Till that happens, I'm just kind of look around with kind of a blank look. And just go
broke
back.
legs, though.
If it makes you feel better, a shower in French is a douche.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's where my head was because
French, 8th grade French class.
yeah, it's like listen, hey, listen, it's like the one accent I go into. I'm a French. I worked so hard on my French because Jeff is actually French, even though he's not really. He'll always be French in my heart.
Fun fact: I'm about 24% French.
God
my
damn
God.
it!
Do you
Yep.
So is the 75% English part of you hate the quarter of you that's French?
No, he's actually 60% American and 21% French.
It's slowly changing.
Welcome.
Every Saturday, slowly tips.
All right,
That's how it works.
that's how it works. I'm sorry.
So let us engage the wheels of progress once again, and probably make an exit as is seemly at this time of morning.
Wait, I need some
I'm
fabric.
not trying to haste Regents at all.
Come on,
No,
Atio,
no.
let's get me some fabric or something to work with. I want to do some crochet.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Allow
start
me a moment.
crochet or knitting. I'm not sure the difference yet. I'll figure it out as I go.
I'm gonna walk up to the little carriage, to the cage, and say, "Sorry. Close your eyes and open your mouth."
Reluctantly.
Really suspicious line. Just
Hold on.
saying.
Hold on.
I'll use the intimidation check if I have to.
Do
Close
it.
your eyes and open your mouth, son.
Do it. Intimidation or performance?
Intimidation.
Okay.
It's an 18.
Okay. Yeah. He thinks about it for a second, but his will isn't strong enough, and he closes his eyes and opens his mouth.
Pocket sausage. Let's go.
He starts chewing, and after like he gets most of it down, he's like, wait, and you stop like after like 3 steps, you turn around and you see Soren's like face up against the wood slat with his mouth open, like another, God, another. That's it. Yeah.
I just hop up on the cage and I'm just like hanging out, talking to him, talking to the guys.
As you guys are like cleaning up camp, having breakfast and stuff, Greybor, you do start to pick out some conversation of people that are walking by. They start talking about another murder that happened last night. I think there's gossip of who it is, and you probably don't know the people well enough, but they're talking about it.
So this is what you were worried about, Andy, with introducing me to this group.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey.
You're
You're
throwing
either
out
gonna
the-
die, you're gonna die, you're gonna be
Yep.
their best friend,
Yep.
or they're
No,
not
I
gonna
see
give
that.
one
I
fuck
see
about anything you have to do. There are literally
There's
3
another
options.
one. There's another one. You get killed by us.
yeah.
That's the risk you take when you adventure with heroes. Heroes, yes.
So I'll take the bait. I'll say, did you guys hear that scream last night? It's like I had this crazy dream about a giant sun.
That was me.
A giant sun and screaming. Oh, it's just you? It sounded
I
more
do that
like
a lot. I've been having night terrors lately. I just I can't seem to stay asleep like I normally can. I wonder fucking why.
You know what helps me sleep is pocket sausage. You like a sausage?
Yeah, I'll take a pocket sausage.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
I'm down to 3 pocket sausages.
Actually, Soren is gonna try to. Soren's gonna try to sleight of hand the pocket sausage as you pass it to Nevish. So I'm rolling for this. You better roll dexterity, acrobatics, or strength, athletics or acrobatics. Nevish.
Yep, that's you.
He's gonna try to steal the pocket sausage.
He's gonna fuck yeah! He's a goddamn hungry halfling. Hungry halflings. It's a fucking game.
Hungry halfling.
You hold the halflings by the ankles. You're in the middle of the circle.
Derailed.
Daxton, come here.
Here. I'll tell you what I got. I rolled.
About to say you, sir,
yeah,
are a racist, and then I realized you are a halfling.
Daxton, you go to hand Nevish, and you actually go to hand him one because you fucking. I imagine you respect Nevish, right?
Yeah.
You're not being a dick like you are to Soren. And as soon as it gets through the fucking, it hits the precipice of the gate. It's released from your hands, and you hear to the back of the cage. And Soren's like, that's good. I need another one. Hey, Nevish, ask for another.
Soren, you keep this up, and you're going to be in a world of hurt.
He's gonna kill him over a sausage. I got it in my pocket.
You know what? You don't need to roll for that. Soren will cower down.
Related death. He died of multiple stab wounds from.
Yeah. Smeagol Deagle.
Yeah. No. As soon as Nevish gets that voice, Soren's like, "Hey, listen, man. Everybody's got to eat, right? It's just I'm fucking hungry, bro."
That's right. Everyone, including me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
As far
it
as
like
I
that.
can tell, you're up 3 pocket sausages at least.
Well, I mean, look at the size. Yeah, I need to eat.
Yeah, look at the size of you. You're smaller than me. I need to eat more. And here you are, bogarting all the pocket sausage. Now know your fucking place. Sit in the corner before I piss on you again.
So for breakfast,
Prison rules, bitch.
Thank you.
Regence is actually going to whip up a couple of tarts. She's going to make a sweet egg tart, like an egg custard tart, but she's going to top them with caramelized apples and candied bacon.
Oh, so as you guys are fighting over the pocket sausage, Alton first, or not Alton, Nevish. Yep. Your name is fucking me.
Can I change it? I'll keep the 7, so I won't move.
Well, and I should fucking be better than this.
I'm doing it.
But you pick up the sweet scent of Gregion's cooking before Soren. He's fixated on Daxton's pocket bacon, and you can't think about anything other than greasy pocket bacon right now. But
Good sausage.
You have breakfast. What would you guys like to do for...
Get high. Let's get high, everyone. Come on. All right. Well, I usually don't do that in the morning, anyways. So, fuck you all for not even. I was just joking, obviously.
Can I just make it rain still? Just not stop the rain, just lighten it up over there?
Yeah, just to keep the misery on?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There is a town in need here. Perhaps we could find opportunity?
What do you mean need? All towns have needs.
All towns have
Needs do you think
needs.
we should be required to meet?
No, certainly not required. Just simply a set of characteristics that are met.
Are we gonna reap any benefit from doing this?
That is what a good face is for.
You saying
Yeah,
I
don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I got this. What do you need?
Dexton, you said your dreams last night were disturbed by screams, right?
I heard one scream cut
Yeah,
through the
sorry.
night. It was very distinct. It was not a womanish scream like Navish has when he's in his states. It was the scream that pierced the mind. There was a giant sun, sweating in my bed, and I hear this scream. And I said to myself, someone should do something. And I went back to sleep. Bought some sausages. I told you, so this is good.
Gio, this sounds really
Sounds
like
we're really disturbed.
It was rather disturbing. High piercing scream that occurred about 2:30 this morning from the northwest region of this town.
Atio, I'm sure you know us by now. We ain't no charity group.
Hey, I slept outside. I didn't hear jack shit.
You were snuggling with Charles.
it was the bear fur. The bear fur was over your ears. You were so snuggled up in there.
No, I was out here. I didn't hear a thing. I didn't hear a thing either.
I would not discount. Perhaps it was something that was my imagination.
Deception check, Greybor. You're gonna actively lie in this. You better
I
actively
heard it.
lie. A what?
Oh, I tell you, my perception of such things is beyond refute. It's beyond questioning.
Yeah, I totally believe you, big guy. And I'll just pat him on the shoulder.
Well, you guys all know that Jackson's passive perception is terrible, right?
Yeah.
I got a 21 on that deception.
Yeah. He makes you question it, Adio.
Hey, Tio. How about those weavers' tools? Any luck with that? Did you find any? Or maybe like potter's tools?
I am this close. to
I've been
strap
thinking
him
about getting
Have the
This
perfect
is
thing for you.
Regents. I need hobbies right now. Come on. You know I'm stuck in here. It's no
So-
good for me.
Now we are distracted from the hook, so that I will walk over to the cage and present a sheaf of parchment and a tall and very narrow inkwell that has a weight in the bottom so that it doesn't shift around and move, as well as a dipper pen.
As you do this,
Perfect.
one guard comes up to Daxton and grabs him gently by the shoulders and says, "Listen,
Goddamn right
sir,
it is.
listen, you gotta find your mom." And as he says that, he meets your face and realizes you're not a fucking child and you're actually halfling. He goes, "I so sorry. Hey, something's going on.
You don't have to be sorry. He gets that all the time.
I pack the camp up. Pack the camp up. Secure your things. Everything will be fine. But yeah, you know, just be wary. All right.
Hey,
You got
hey,
this. You got
hey.
this. What?
Hey, wary of what?
Wary. Something I don't know. Hey, listen.
Hey,
Wary kid
hey.
snatchers.
I'm talking to you.
What do we? Yeah,
What the
I
fuck
know.
are you
But
talking about?
listen, you didn't hear this from me.
Of course I heard it from you.
Whoa! Pump the brakes, lady. Pump the brakes.
No, you're way too spooked for my liking. I want to know why.
That's because the lady was here to marry the Lord's son. She's dead now. The word is the inspector. The Lord hired an inspector to figure out what's happening. But he's dead now too, along with his family. A wife and a kid. I don't know. All I'm saying is, tidy up your shit.
No, I'm not tidying up anything. Guys, we're staying.
Hey, you do you. You do you. I'm just fucking trying to help people out here. And obviously you guys don't want it. So I'm just going to keep on going, trying to help.
Hey!
But, no.
Where does the Lord live?
There, man. Up there. Or Landon. Top of the hill.
Alright, yeah, you go about your business. You go hide under your rock or whatever it is the fuck that you're gonna do, you scaredy little shit. Alright, guys, we gotta go pay a visit to somebody.
He's gonna make eye contact with one of you and do one of these. Like, what the fuck did I do? Kind of fucking shit.
I'm gonna go up to him, and I'm gonna take his hand, pull it towards me, and I'm gonna say, "For your trouble." I'm gonna put a sausage in his hand. For your trouble.
I knew it was coming as soon as you took his hand. I still love it.
Yeah.
I hope you all have the immersion level of the feeling of a pocket sausage in your hand. Because that would make me happy. I think we just...
Every night.
Are they links or patties?
They gotta be links. Yeah.
There's nowadays. There's
Patties don't happen until like 1593. You're like fucking 800 years before that.
Hey, look, I've seen very small patty, or is it just loose ground sausage? You know?
Well,
Like
here,
handfuls.
before we get too deep, let's just go ahead and, with a vested interest, as you've had your breakfast, and you've heard a little bit of information. Kind of straighten yourself. I think at this moment, I'd rather start a session off because one of the valuable members of your party is currently locked in a cage. And I think this would be a great conversation if you're going to invest into this, scream, if you will, to do it diligence. We're not going to do it tonight. So,
how many people are going to actually invest themselves in this hook?
Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
I'm not trying to. Yeah.
No, well, and I wanted to bring this up to the group. I want to be more deliberate with you guys. So if there's a hook that you want to chase on this journey, let me know so I can provide it. Otherwise, you know me, I will side quest you motherfuckers till death. I literally will side quest the fuck out of you because I like side quests. So
Yeah, no, Regent's heard
Monsters
that there
in
was
the
a kid
lake.
involved, and she was like, "Okay, yeah, no, we gotta sort this."
okay, so Regents is,
okay. We have to sort this. This
Which
is an
we-
imperative.
which means I think you all if Regents is on board, you're all on board, right? This is like a
Well, look,
byproduct.
Thank
Yeah.
God I have a
That's
choice.
how I roll.
Believe me.
But it seemed there was no value to it. We need the emotional component to invest us in this, and you know.
See, this is why I don't like elves. Calculating.
Oh my god!
If we are doing this, and we do it for this Lyndon Lord and whatever the fuck his goddamn name is.
Got some hate boner for emotion.
Hey, since we're gonna get racist now, I was gonna say I kind of think halflings smell funny. Sorry, Daxton. Not sorry, Soren.
Jackson, you're fine. You smell like sausage.
This is my
He's
favorite.
gonna at least owe us one of those carriages.
You want a sausage? What?
Carrot.
So you want
And Vortex warp Daxton into the water.
ah!
Yeah. Really fast slip and slide.
Oh no, you ruined his pocket sausage.
Jeff, sausages were first introduced in Samaria 5,000 years ago, apparently, per the Google. But the
Yeah,
patty,
were they patties or were they linked?
I can't find the patty.
Yeah, Patty's like
It-
Patty's
I mean,
an American thing, I think. It has to be. It has to
I
be.
think patties came out when Jimmy Dean like switched industries. He's like, you know, enough of the business. It's time to make meat.
All
I
right.
think it's probably they probably had patties when they ran out of intestine, right? Because sausage gets stuffed into the intestine, they link it up, they run out, and it's like, all right, let's fry up the rest of the fucking shit. in the
This is
patty.
perfect.
Yeah, but how did they figure out to stuff it into intestine?
Oh, they knew. When you were
Kind
pulling
of a
intestines
gross
out of a goat, you were
Yeah,
like, oh,
I
this would be
agree.
the perfect. This is like the perfect container to carry. mashed
We
up
are
meat in.
so far off fucking track right now.
I think
All
this
right.
is right on brand.
Listen, this is the scene under is going to be Atio, Greyborn, Regents coming to, I think, what is an acknowledgement of what is happening moving forward. Well, Daxton and Nevish bicker about when the sausage link was fucking made. I don't know how else to close it other than that. We're gonna pick up like mid-morning, the following morning, and you guys can get with me with ideas moving forward. All right? It's 11:30. I'd like to end tonight a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. If I
Hey, look, man, I don't know when my meds are gonna kick in, but it's probably gonna be close.
Sure. All right.
Hey,
Hey, so we have Sen of Shadows Tuesday and Dorithian Divide next Saturday. So stay tuned to that Twitch, and I'll update the schedule. I think that's it. Love ya.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, dude, literally 2.5 years, and I forget it like
You forget every time.
fucking dumb. I just don't.